Hey guys, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 7. Now today I am going to share with you all of my plants that start with the letter G, and I only have one. So I'm also going to share with you my favorite plants for this month of November. I hope you enjoy. So, like I said, I only have one plant that starts with the letter G, and it is a Hypocerta goldfish. This is the proper name for this particular plant, and here it is. I just love how this plant is just growing, and it's so, look how full it is on the top, and it's cascading down on all sides. And if you look at the back of the leaves, let me see if I can show this. It has this like burgundy coloring on the back of its leaves. This is an absolutely gorgeous hanging plant that hangs out here in my plant room. And also I wanted to just share with you what I've done with my hanging plants. So the problem I have when I water my hanging plants is that I either have to take them down and take them to the sink and water them and wait until the water is completely stop dripping from the bottom before I can hang it back up. And I was really tired of having to do that because I have quite a few hanging plants. So what I did was I took a plastic drip pan that you see here. I don't know if you can see this, but this right here is a drip pan. And I was trying to figure out how to connect it to the planter so that I could just water it, pick it up, water it, and just put it right back in its spot. So what I did was, don't laugh at me, but I had some extra COVID-19 masks that have this, the strings that you put around your ears. And what I did was, let's see if you can see this. I took them and I made kind of like, I have 3. So 1, 2, 3. I tied them all together on the bottom, tied one on either side, on each side of the actual hanging, what do you call this? Hook. And guess what? Voila, it worked. And so I've done that for all of my smaller hanging plants. The bigger ones, I was able to find the actual drip pans that you can just purchase and connect onto the pot. But for the smaller ones, I just couldn't find one. And so I made my own. So yeah, but this is my Hypocerta goldfish. And it has been just absolutely carefree. Caring for this plant. I water it about once a week and it's just growing like crazy. And look at, it's just so, the green is just so beautiful. And I just love how it's just continuing to not miss a beat in growing. I'm pretty sure this plant probably has some type of blooms. I haven't seen any yet, but hey, I will be expecting that next. So yeah, that is my only plant that starts with the letter G. So next, I'm going to show you my favorite plants for the month of November. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants that I have chosen as my favorites for the month of November. And the first plant is my my chameleon ZZ. So if you watch my channel, you know that I have been looking for this plant since the beginning of summer. When I went home to South Carolina this summer, I was looking for it. I also took my daughter to Canada to see her favorite K-pop group, and I was searching for it over there. But I finally found it in one of my local nurseries. I didn't really want to pay this price for it. I've had it for about maybe 2 or 3 months. Well, no, because I think I got it in, August, September. So yeah, it's been about 2 or 3 months. And I didn't want to pay that price for it, but the nursery where I found it only had 2. They had this one and another one. And so I was like, oh my goodness. So I just couldn't leave it. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I just love the vibrant color of this ZZ, and it hangs out in my kitchen windowsill. One thing I can say about the ZZ is it is a quick grower, because I don't know if I can show you, but it has quite a few new growths coming out of the soil. There is one. There's another one further in there that I don't think you can see. It's right there. I think that's the only 2. And so I am really, oh, and there's another one that's in there that you won't be able to see. So there's 3 new growth points coming from this Chameleon ZZ. It has been easy to grow. And one thing else I will say about this this Chameleon ZZ is that it is thirsty. It's more thirsty than my regular green variety ZZ or my Raven ZZ, because for my green variety ZZ and my Raven ZZ, I water them maybe once a month. But this particular ZZ, I have to water her every week. So she's really thirsty. But other than that, I have had no problem whatsoever with this plant. And I just love her, and she's one of my favorites for the month of November. Okay, next I want to show you my Philodendron White Knight. This philodendron has just been growing and growing. She's growing this way because she actually is sitting on my living room windowsill. So this is her back, and you can tell because she is like leaning toward the light, but she's absolutely gorgeous. She has quite a few new leaves that come in. Here's a growth point right there. She has one right there as well, and she just pushed out this leaf as well as this one. And so yeah, she's just been growing. I would prefer her to have more variegation, more white in her leaves. I would like to see more leaves like this one, or like this one, or like this one. But I love her nevertheless, and she is doing absolutely great. Now, I did look up how you can tell the difference between a Philodendron White Knight and a Philodendron White Wizard. And what it said is that a Philodendron White Knight will have dark purple or burgundy stems with white variegation. But a Philodendron White Wizard will have only green stems. Okay, let me think. What? Okay, let me get that again. So a Philodendron White Knight can have dark purple or burgundy stems and with white variegation, but a Philodendron White Wizard will have only green stems with white variegation. So at least that's what I was able to find, and that a philodendron pink princess has burgundy stems with no white variegation at all. So this is my philodendron white wizard, and I love her. And I also have chosen my philodendron pink princess as one of my favorites for the month of November as well. She also hangs out on my living room windowsill, and she's doing great as well. She has some new growth. See, here it is coming out here. Here's another one, and here's another one. So she has 3 leaves that she's pushing out right now. Just like my white, I want to get it confused, my white knight, I would prefer her to have more variegation. I would like her to have more leaves that look like this, all that beautiful pink in it. But nevertheless, I am enjoying her as she is. So next I want to show you my Pothos lemon meringue, and I really love how full this Pothos is on the top, and how it's cascading down. And look at some of the designs on her leaves. Look at that. She is a beauty. Look at that right there. And so she hasn't missed a beat since I purchased her a while ago. She's just really easy plant. She's very thirsty, always needs water. Yeah, she could take a watering right now. So, but I have really been enjoying this lemon meringue Pothos. And finally, I have chosen my Peperonia Hope. I have, like I said before in several videos, I have a love-hate relationship with peperonias. I love them, but they don't always love me back. But I have 2 Peperonia Hopes. I have one that's here in my office, and then I have one that is also hanging. Let me take that back. I have one that's hanging here in my plant room, and I also have one hanging out in my home office, and both of them are doing absolutely great. Look at this. You can't even see the soil because she's so compact and dense on the top, and she's beginning to cascade down. And yeah, she's just a beauty. She has caused me no trouble. I did lose 2 peperonias, but it wasn't this type. I lost my Pepperoni Guinea and my Peperonia Palea, and like I said in another video, I think it had something to do with the changing of the weather from summer to fall, and it could have been, you know, with me turning on the heat in my home. I don't know, but those 2 didn't make it. But this, both of my Peperonia Hopes are doing well. My Peperonia Marbles are doing well. So yeah, so she also made it as one of my favorite plants for November. So those are my favorite plants for the month of November, along with me showing you my Hypocerta Goldfish for the letter G for Vlogmas day number 7. So I hope you've been enjoying Vlogmas. I have actually been enjoying sharing with you all of my plants, and stay tuned for Vlogmas day number 8, where I'm going to show off all of my Hoyas. So until next time, like I always say, be blessed.